Hi Virgo, welcome to Buddy Tarot. This is your monthly reading for September 2025. So let's jump right in and see what messages we have for you. In this reading, I'll be pulling 4 cards for the 4 weeks of September, and then we'll be getting clarifiers for each of the cards. I'm using the Millennial Tarot deck by Scott Bergman for this reading. Virgo, it is your birthday season, so wishing you a very happy birthday. May you be blessed with good health and good luck for many more years to come. Sending you lots of love and blessings. All right, universe, what messages do we have for Virgo? What does Virgo need to know? What is Virgo ready to know at this point in time? What messages do we have for Virgo? The first card out is the Ace of Wands. So a passionate new beginning. Something feels really exciting. It feels light and exciting, like an adventure. In the second week, we have Independent Woman, which is the Queen of Swords. So some of you are kind of starting something new, and you're doing your own thing with the Queen of Swords here. It doesn't necessarily have to be a man or a woman, but it is representing feminine energy. So there is an understanding about your sense of independence. Let's look at the the third week. You could, if you're a male, like a man, you could be dealing with a Queen of Swords who is a very independent woman. For the third week, we have the Fool. So there's a new beginning, of course, and it goes hand in hand with the Ace of Wands. And for the fourth week, we have the Ace of Cups. Wow. So this feels like a love reading because we have swipe right. So you could be on the app, the dating apps, where you could maybe sign up in an app, find someone. There is an air of a new beginning because everything is very coherent. You yourself could be this independent. You yourself could be having an understanding about your independence, irrespective of whether you're man or woman, or you could be this woman, and if you're a man, you could be dealing with an independent woman. But there is definitely a new beginning in love. All right, this millennial card is reminding me of coffee. So you could meet up for coffee with someone. Yeah, let's clarify. Let's look at the Ace of Vibes, which is called microdose in this deck. What is the Ace of Vibes for Virgo? The vibe is good. The energy is high. It feels good. It's exciting, and okay, we have frenemies, and we have the Six of Cups. So we have the Five of Wands, we have the Six of Cups, and we have the Magician. So some of you are having, as you're moving into this new beginning, this exciting new beginning, you're kind of having a flashback. We have throwback. I have read about this hashtag Throwback Thursday, but there is kind of a nostalgic feeling about somebody with whom you had a frenemy kind of a dynamic where it was hard to tell whether someone had your back or not. But regardless, for some reason you are missing this person as you're embarking on this new exciting beginning with the Ace of Wands. We have the Fool and we have the Magician. Some of you could actually be a tech visionary. You could be who knows, developing an app or connected to this project, or you could have a vision that is, everything is technology today. Like everything. Like what is not technology? Very few things. I would have to sit and brainstorm for that, but there is something that you have a vision about, which kind of is ahead of time. That's the intuitive message that I'm getting. Also here, with the throwback, I'm seeing this gaming console which used to be there when we used to play Mario and things like that, and this is very different. So you could be recalling, some of you could be gamers, or you could be thinking about how you shared a strange connection with somebody as you're moving on. Let's look at independent woman. What is independent woman for Virgo? Oops, we have the Seven of Cups, we have the Ace of Swords, and we have the Two of Pentacles. So going by the cards and what is labeled, I feel like Virgo, you have big dreams. You are a workaholic. Everybody, everybody knows that when they're, everybody knows that about Virgo, that they are workaholics. So there is a temptation to work too much, or include too much in your vision board, with the thirst trap here. But I feel like you're focused on balancing and not being a workaholic and overworking, which is the general tendency of the Virgo collective. So, I'm seeing the scales here, which is kind of depicting the balance. So you could be kind of dividing your time into, personal and work life. You could be coming up with a schedule because you're doing everything on your own. So you kind of have to ensure that whatever vision that you have, because we have three aces here now. The only ace that's missing is the Ace of Pentacles. So for this to actually actualize is what's left. What is happening in the month of September is you're getting that spark. The Ace of Wands is like lighting a match, and then do we let the match go out, or do we light something with it? And I feel like you have an idea about what it is that you want to light with that match. And also love is showing up. The Ace of Pentacles, if it were to show up, it would talk about this. Sorry, there's a mosquito here. The Ace of Pentacles, if the Ace of Pentacles were to show up, it would talk about, this happening in the 3D. But I feel like something big is brewing in your energy. Let's look at the Fool in the third week. What is the Fool for Virgo? We have the Three of Swords. Something's hurting you and it feels too real. We have the Star. So there is hope and healing about being aligned on our soul's journey, on our soul's path, and kind of some of you might enjoy cycling, or you could be missing cycling with someone. That's just an intuitive message that I'm getting. And we have the Instagram guru with the Hierophant. So we have the Star and the Hierophant. Some of you could be, whatever plan that it is that you have, the vision that you have, it is to do with being famous or being well known. You could have something planned on Instagram. You could have many followers with the Hierophant here. People take your word for what you say. You're an expert at whatever field of work it is that you are involved in. Um, um, the Three of Swords here, I feel like is something that you're moving on from, because there is a hurt or a pain that you're feeling. It's not really physically there. Uh, it's more, it's lurking. It's like latent. The Three of Swords is often like latent. The nature of it is often latent. It's not always very obvious. But I feel like with your new beginning, some of you are kind of starting, you have a plan where you're going to be famous and you're going to have lots and lots of followers. Let's look at the Ace of Cups for the fourth week with love coming in for you. We have work besties with the Three of Swag. So there is somebody who you are working with who is kind of, or it could be someone you are seeing, and maybe the pentacles, we get the pentacles here. So we were talking about the actualization. So maybe you're going to meet someone with whom who is actually going to help you actualize whatever vision it is that you have. You and this person might work together with the Three of Pentacles. This is like love and professional. We have the Knight of Swords. You could be organizing protests. You could be a protester. Maybe the person you're working with. This is reminding me of the animal protests that's going on in India, Delhi. But yeah, you could be in any part of the world. Excuse me. And it feels like you and this person could have some revolutionary ideas. You both have a rebellious nature. You both are advocating something that you believe in. Values could be the same with this person, and it's really nice. And then we have the Page of Wands. So there could be a house party. You and somebody are really vibing at work and outside of work. Like the work-life balance is really there, and there's someone tied to you in this energy. I think I might call this reading work-life balance, I guess. Not very creative, but I'm going to think of a creative way to put this. So Virgo, we have Insta famous underneath the deck, which is the sun. So there's definitely something you're doing which is going to track a lot of attention. Yes. So this is what I have for you. If you're still watching, thank you for your patience. Thank you for your likes, shares and subscribes. And most importantly for your time. And I will catch you again soon later. Bye.